Yeah, so we're back. I definitely have to split this into three separate. I have to update this as three separate things. So the thing is, I literally just had an OBS update right before the stream. I was like, oh hey, a new OBS update. Those are usually good. Usually is the word. So yeah, everything should be back again.
I still need to build kind of villager farm, I think, in the long run, because I want... Oh, I find something for witch farm.
We should definitely do one of those.
Because then we can get infinite glowstone.
Okay, what happened with CrowdStrike? I heard that there was like a massive fuck up and it's completely busted and Windows is completely just going crazy and like multiple things have been Okay, so apparently some company called CrowdStrike doing server stuff or something, I don't know what, apparently had just literally the worst crash of the modern and I have no idea what it is. It's just people meme blue screens of blue screens. That's how bad it is. Literally across the globe, there were airports couldn't work, news stations couldn't work, nothing worked. Something with payment processors or something, and it's causing computers to blue screen. Oh god, that is worse. Entire US airlines are grounded right now. Oh, that is legitimately bad.
Yep.
Why with payment? Oh, well. Three entire ones are grounded. Yeah, that's...
No.
Still running Windows 3.1? Oh god.
Marissa is silent.
Yeah, sorry, I don't have much to say right now.
Are you stuck on a peninsula of thought?
No, I'm just in the water, in open water.
Where's the fourth tiger that you have to throw shit at?
I'm preparing this shit right now.
Why are you on an empty ocean though?
I was just walking around and, like I said, I got lost.
You can't be lost, you just need to go to 0, 0.
Yeah, I just didn't do it. It's fun to pretend.
This is so fucking funny to read that one airline still runs on Windows 3.1 and that saved them from whatever the fuck is going on. Why is it payment providers though? What happened there?
It's normal. If anything works, then it's payment stuff. Because then stuff like, oh no, payment not rightly processed, protection protocols go on. And
The fantastic timers of the Delta United and AA flights from just before the outage put in the Discord. Okay. Hey.
better? If the one cherry blossom is too close to the bridge, just remove it. Okay?
No, not a problem.
Yeah, but if it becomes a problem, aesthetically I'm saying you should tell.
Yeah, okay. It's straight up blue screening a ton of commercial computers. Yet that company will be fucked. Let me just be clear here.
Yeah.
I mean,
Well, at least something to talk about, but since we all don't understand much about technical stuff like that,
I just saw the hashtag and I thought, oh, it's just Final Fantasy VII character, Cloud's wife. Why,
oh no.
why did they write it wrong? That's my take on it.
You're too innocent. It's just like, oh hey, Cloud Strife is Jenny great.
Yes. It's more interesting.
that's for sure.
Maybe Alice was behind it. Think about it.
Alice?
Alice? Avalanche.
Ah,
Yeah, you just said Alice. So
No, I
who's
said
Alice?
Avalanche. I just didn't say it right. Or I didn't came across like that. He blows something up. And now everything is fucked.
I want to remove that one. It's not a good enough tree for this position.
And when you're getting perfectionist with her tree placement.
You wouldn't say perfectionist. I haven't started building them myself yet.
I know you would.
Hmm?
You would if you needed to.
I don't want to. That's more the thing.
Understandable.
Building trees yourself is hard because either you build everything yourself and give them like a certain vibe, but since we didn't do that here, we have the obvious problem of, you know, if I now start building really nice cherry blossoms, they will,
Just stand out.
yeah, they will just stand out with the natural generated ones.
So you need to make it.
Yeah, but maybe like one really big tree
Sure.
would be cool too.
It would be cool, but then again, it wouldn't fit here without cluttering everything. Like, in a way that wouldn't look good. Like, there's a reason we have like a relatively loose thing with property grounds and stuff. Because I think everybody can see sooner or later when things get too crowded aesthetically. I mean, if some people say, let's crowd everything, that's fine too, but then you would have, you would need two parties to agree to that. And for me, I generally don't like things too crowded unless that's part of the build.
You know, trying to fit the vibe, I suppose.
Yeah. Like crowded dungeons and complicated catacombs and stuff. I like that.
Oh, yeah. I get it.
That's why I needed to remove the balls. Why is this so hard to grow a tree that doesn't block the view of the Torii Gate? It's like 1/3 chance to not grow there.
I mean, it's still chance, and you are lucky.
Way too consistent. I'm still saying we should talk more.
We should definitely talk more. We need a topic. We need something like... Holy shit, girls are hot.
Right?
I mean, okay, sorry. I just sometimes type that at this time of the day into Twitter. So, yeah.
Yeah, point.
Man, you said you want to talk about magic more. I mean, if you want.
I could talk about magic more. That was more often, you know, do you really want me to talk more about magic? Do you really want me to talk more about magic?
No, I can't say anything about it. I never played it. But if you want to, it's your channel, your stream. Do what you want.
Yeah, but she was kind of asking for chat what I even want.
Yep. That is the point. Yeah, but what should I do without? Let's talk about magic. It's something I don't have to listen to and can focus on my squirrel. Yeah, as always, very nice. But honestly, you know what? Paul's right. Well.
I mean, I should just force into the stream that the beginning of I'm a Spider, so what is funny because she eats disgusting stuff very hotly.
You really like that anime.
I like those specific scenes.
You are into girls eating flesh violently and with disgust.
Yeah. Kind of.
How lesbian of you.
I mean, it looks pretty.
Yeah, it's pretty bloody.
And I made a mistake. Yeah. Yeah, the enemy is surprisingly bloody. Like, people just fucking die, and then they're like, oops, I did that, and you're like, ah, silly girl. You murdered people. You murdered people. Then again, she is a spider. Spiders are by nature lesbians.
Are they?
Yeah. Have you ever seen a heterosexual spider?
I don't know.
See?
You don't notice preferences of spiders.
I mean, they eat guys.
Yes, but that also
See?
could be what they're into.
They literally eat them when they don't have any use for them anymore.
Now they can escape.
That means
For what
100%.
I heard,
100% practical relationship.
Oh, Marissa, what did you hear about spider?
yeah, no, that's a bit of misconception that that female spiders eat male spiders.
Some do, but
Yeah, but
also
often the male spiders try to escape. At least it's just
Yeah.
the misconception because the researchers studied them in cages and they hadn't much room to
Oh
escape.
God, are we
That's-
actually
What?
now talk? Do we have another alpha wolf situation?
No, I think it's not as bad, but it was a few years ago, so maybe there are some other studies, but it was like in nature it's more likely that the male spider can at least escape.
makes
But the
sense.
female spider is going to eat them.
If they
So it's,
if they don't
it's
fuck
not
off.
like, yeah, the misconception is like they
That it will happen, but it's more like
Yeah.
it probably doesn't happen.
yeah.
That actually makes a lot more sense. I mean,
I finally have a tree I'm happy with. It doesn't
Yay.
obstruct the view of the Tory gate as much.
that is good. Yeah, that's good. You did well. You're doing really well, actually, making it beautiful.
Well, you asked me to. You gave me some specific thing to do, so I did.
Pat. Good work. Good going.
You're building a bridge.
I am building the bridge.
You even know what you're building the bridge for.
Yes.
You're not one
No
of those people
connections.
who building a bridge to build a bridge.
No, bridges are fun.
Yeah, but nowadays people don't even know why they built a bridge.
Yes. They just saw that someone built a bridge, and
Now
so
they
everyone
want-
tried to build a bridge.
Yeah. A bridge of their own.
A bridge.
Yeah, a bridge of
A
their own.
bridge. It's important to say a bridge. Lena's catching on to the joke.
She does?
Yeah.
If you have seen Yu-Gi-Oh! Abridged, then the Naruto Abridged one is just
Naruto Abridged is a thing. You're like,
It's
oh,
a relic of its time,
Mm.
and it makes mostly fun of people back then trying
honestly,
to make Abridged.
honestly, Naruto Abridged in that regard is still shockingly accurate.
Yeah. So, anything else?
Mm, actually, you know what? Let's just talk about Naruto Abridged for a second. Like, it is kind of funny to think that.
The whole Abridged series from Little Karibo, the older stuff and shit,
Yeah.
is not. Like, I would say viewer discretion is advised because the old stuff is pretty homophobic, like generally queerphobic stuff.
Yeah,
Lots
He's
of
not that anymore.
2000s.
Yeah.
Ironically, I would say.
I said the old
yeah.
stuff. I
Old
never
stuff.
said anything about him because I
No,
think
this-
he was an idiot back then about that stuff, and he isn't anymore.
Oh, yeah, true. It's just that I wanted to
And-
say that I think Naruto Abridged ironically aged better than old Yu-Gi-Oh! Abridged.
Yes, it did.
Because the jokes were. Well, you know what? Worse jokes saved it from aging poorly. Because, like. Oh, yeah, Naruto is a chain smoker. That's just unfunny, but, like. It's also just unfunny.
Screw the rules, I have lung cancer.
And you know, Naruto wanting to fuck Sasuke, that's just like, that's not even like, that's just like so many people thought that would happen. That's actually just like, yeah, okay, guess.
Mm-hmm. I wonder what the others will think when they come onto the server again.
I think it's pretty. Cool.
Yeah.
Or they get jealous and gonna tear apart everything.
Set it, honestly, if they come online and they set it on fire, I just no, I will end the server that and then there, just no more server. You had your fun.
No. But it would be art.
No.
Well, as soon as you discuss if it is art, it kind of is art. Doesn't change the fact that you fucked up.
Yeah. No, I wasn't planning on burning anything. I just suggested it.
You're saying it like that.
Yes, because it's fun. Oh god.
Okay, honestly, I'm really actually interested in what kind of stuff comes, you know, with Bloomburrow in Magic the Gathering, because I know
You're
Squirrel.
scaring me. Leave me alone.
What?
I'm not talking about you. I go that little jump scared me.
Sorry.
That's my girl.
There. Give you cherry.
Dare,
Thank you.
dare, TM. Wow.
What do you want from me? Leave me alone. You know, bullying is not fun anymore. If it's me.
Ah, see.
Yeah, bullying you is fun. That's
No, it
different.
isn't.
It is.
No.
It was just
I
I wanted
win.
to enter the nether and Like he just jumped behind me, or flew right behind me. Ah, yes.
I'm still bullying
I've
you,
a-
by the way.
Hmm?
I'm still bullying you.
That's okay. I just don't know what to do anymore. Okay, I'm just sitting here looking at the sunset. It's a nice. And you did a great job. It looks really nice. Hi.
Hey. Yeah,
Hi.
it looks kind of nice, right? It even has picnic baskets.
Oh,
You composted stuff.
No!
Now there's brown shit.
This is what the present means to me.
Toto
That's
Oma,
what you
I
get.
guess. Ooh, I'm hearing raves because you didn't
Oh
sleep.
yeah, right. We didn't sleep.
I sleep either.
I can
That
just
was
do.
Wait, I'm sleeping.
I'm saving.
Can
Can I just make times that
I guess, but they're not dying.
they will die, but sure goes to sleep before. Because it's going to get dropped. See, they burn.
Burn.
Still the worst mob everyone ever voted for.
They definitely need to get rid of it.
And I think the
My
Enderman is
heart is
probably
still
also
brand
pretty
new.
bad.
Yeah, but the Enderman was. I don't know. I like the idea.
The idea was nice, but like it,
I think I
especially
had-
in the beginning, it was obviously like, oh, isn't that a funny idea? Until like, yeah, you have to rebuild everything the whole time. It's like
Yeah.
pretty
That's why
Yeah,
you
that's-
loved him.
Yeah, that's why you have to know he pretty much does nothing. And is it even worth it to have them anymore?
That is actually a fair question.
Except like we have them, we always had them.
Mm. No, I just remember as then they announced Enderman to sorry. When they announced Enderman back then, they hyped it up like, oh, it's going to be like a horror game now because he scares you, and I was like,
Honestly,
okay.
I only had Enderman jump scare me once, and this is literally because they spawned in the Casa de Brick. And it was just like alone in the server, and we just were like, I think it's even.
And it's like, you put water on yourself, you're safe. You put like a few blocks above your head, you're safe because you have more attack range than them. It's like if it wouldn't put blocks so much as like would stalk you or something, then it would be interesting.
Yeah. That would be actually really cool.
Another topic.
We could. Yeah, I wanted to say that if Paul is actually interested, I could see if there's like if there's going to be actually a weasel archetype in Bloomburrow. I don't know if I could actually make it like a constructed weasel deck, but I could
You
try.
could, you could make a bad one at least.
I could definitely make a bad one. Holy shit, I'm good at that.
That's why you lose.
Shut up! I'm not losing.
You're not?
No, I'm not losing. You're losing.
When?
The argument.
When?
Right now?
Uh-uh.
Yes, you are.
Uh-uh.
Uh-huh.
2 times more than you. Rubber wall. Future proof. I win childish arguments.
Shut up! Ugh. I mean, yeah, I could look into that. Probably it's fun.
At least this is a bridge where we can freely boat below.
Yeah, that was my main thing that I wanted to do. That this is actually like a functional bridge.
I mean, this one you can also roughly boat below.
Roughly? Yes. Good? No. This right here? That's a bridge. Anyway.
So the goal is to build the 2 bridges, right?
Technically, yes. So if you want to, you could do the other bridge.
I don't really have an idea. I can delete it though.
You don't need to delete it now.
Well, how can I get ideas if there's already a bridge?
Yeah, fair. Okay, then delete it. You could actually contrast it with like a small European bridge.
Maybe. I'm more concerned about the way less distance between those 2 shores to make it work. Because the most medieval bridges I do are like way archier.
Archiger.
They have more arches. They're for bigger things, you know.
You have to show some arch.
I like arches and bridges, they're nice. Bridges run Linux. Oh god. Yeah. Cue the joke.
It's like, or at least with higher stuff. I don't think a typical medieval bridge is possible with this low. Maybe like this.
But yeah, oh god, damn it. Every time I want to talk about Magic the Gathering, you're fucking derailing everything. How is that even possible?
What happened?
You and Agonia, you're just constantly derailing me every time I try to talk about Magic the Gathering.
Not really.
It happened though.
Maybe.
It wasn't on purpose this time. I think.
Probably not.
Honestly, it kind of sucks though that they are ruining a bit of the game by just, doing meme sets, even though one meme set was, kind of good at least.
Which one?
Okay, so the thing is, they basically released 2 sets this year, okay? Okay, all sets this year are a bit, let me just put it like this, out there. Simple as that, okay? But basically, they had one that was called Murdered at Karlov Manor. And let me put it like this. You know what? Sometimes the thing about Magic the Gathering is that it's kind of, the origin of the whole, the multiverse storyline. There are a lot of planes and every plane is unique. And so sometimes you just have planes that are, a bit out there. Like, for example, there are some planes that are just more developed in technology than others. Or, depending on which plane you are, there's sometimes, like, really advanced technology, while others just rely mostly on magic. Pretty normal stuff, okay?
Mm.
And they had a big, world-shattering events, and now there's, like, actually a connection because, shortly they introduced basically the world tree from Norse mythology, because that was on the plane of Kaldheim, and then, well, there are the Phyrexians, which are basically magical Borg, but worse. Like, the Phyrexians are kind of like if the Borgs are actually just really fucking horrific, and that makes them hot. No, those last ones were made by the last planes were made by Boeing. Yeah, I guess. I think the funniest bit about that is that one of the villains they had up until until War of the Spark is called Nicole Bolas, which people like, but it's very close to Boeing. So yeah, and basically now the plane, like, I think the sparks from planeswalkers, those that could go between planes, I think are gone from most, but now a lot can travel more freely between planes, because now the omen paths, which are basically the roots of the world tree, connect the I could tell that he could still join the discussion, that we are here until 6 a.m.
Maybe.
Yeah, the thing is, they had basically, there were some, planes that have, again, more higher technology, like, for example, New Capenna has higher technology. Okay, Kamigawa is now literally just the cyberpunk plane, I guess. And Ravnica always was generally more advanced with technology. And so, yeah. They have some stuff going on, and they usually, sometimes like, hey, we're making some planes that are really flavorful, And some planes that, sometimes are just a bit goofy. That's just a thing. And so the thing is, they sometimes just come around with, one set, like one set per, in a year that is usually now a bit more interesting. Like, they have done that for years, for example, they had, the literal Bram Stoker plane, and then they were like, how about if we just throw in some Cthulhu mythos things, when we went back to that plane, and frankly, they did that with, in-universe stuff, and it was kind of interesting. It's always kind of fun when they, overlap planes, and you're like, oh, hey, they interact in interesting things and stuff. So, basically the 3 planes that they are currently doing this year are, well... So, there is Bloomborough, and Bloomborough is literally one of the planes where they're like, there are no humans. It's all cute animals. So, like, one of the planeswalkers from previous sets will get a card where he's an otter. You're like, oh, it's kind of a joke, but also like, it's like, yeah, it's a bit of a joke thing because, everyone is animals on that plane, but also, holy shit, there are some really good fantasy vibes in that thing. Like, there are elemental owls, and the card artwork is fantastic. You know what? I can show you. I don't need to just praise it. I can just show you. Like, just to be clear here, Magic always had like insanely good artists. That's what I mean. Look at this owl. Yes, it is whimsical as fuck. Yes, it is to a degree, like, look, it's, all the planeswalkers but as cute animals, like, oh, hey, look, the necromancer is now a bat. And, like, yeah, that's cute and funny, but also, again, this owl, or, it just has something when they really put their effort into, like, elemental wolf. Again, when they're serious, they can, take something that's kind of jokey and just work the fucking shit out of that concept. Like, hey, look, Jace is a fox. One of those quote-unquote oldest, most fuckable planeswalkers of all time is now officially has a furry form. Yeah, that's funny. Again, contrast it with this. So, what are the other planes, you might ask? A good thing you ask. You see, the other planes, like from the other sets this year, are... They're called Murders of Karlov Mansion and Outlaws of Thunder Junction. So, all the planeswalkers, animals, necromancer is a bat. This one is a mouse. Jace is there. Fair point. See, Thunder Junction is the whole joke on... It's kind of like, we're making a Wild West plane. Now, there are, certain planes that are, again, more higher in development. And, thematically, it kind of makes sense. Thunder Junction is, from what they know, a plane where barely anyone actually lived. Like, there weren't... I don't think there were actually inhabitants. It's just, after, those World Tree things opened, everyone just it just became it became a junction, This is why, for example, a second, 6. Okay, I can do that. This is, for example, why, certain girls from New Capenna and girls from Ravnica went and were like, hey, let's build some infrastructure on the plane where a lot of omen paths naturally converge. So, yeah, that just made sense that, oh hey, there are some fantasy trains there. Well, yes, but, again, it kind of made more sense because, as said before, well, now you just had the whole thing going off on the part of. Wait a second, I made a mistake here. You had it going off of this aspect of, yeah. At least it's coming from planes where they already had technology and they had a reason to build it there. And then there's murders at Karlov Manor. Again, 2 joke sets, because, see, while one is just, hey, it's a plane that is just the Wild West, quote-unquote, which is, I guess you can do that, even though they fucking reprinted Oko. Cool. It's, it's a joke that people, all of them wear cowboy hats, but, like, it's a barren plain and there's a lot of sun, so you're like, yeah, I guess people will wear hats, even though it's an ooze that wears a hat. It's kind of jokey. But you see, Murders at Karlov Manor is... I can't even imagine I'm saying this, but they made a bad Ravnica set. So, for everyone who doesn't know, Ravnica is like the plane in Magic the Gathering. If you... Like, that is literally the plane. It is literally a plane that is just a giant city. And what makes it special is the fact that the city is ruled by 12 guilds, and they also just kind of hate each other, which makes sense. And they all kind of keep this plane together because they all kind of agree to something called the Guild Pact. What is the Guild Pact? It's kind of just the general fucking law of the plane encoded in Magic. Also, someone can be the Guild Pact. That happened multiple times during the whole storyline. And the general idea is that every guild has, kind of their own place on what they do to keep the plane running. Which, makes sense, right? You have like you have stuff like the Boros Guild, which just, has, trains a lot, has lots of warriors, has, is like a whole lot down for law, for, order and shit, but like, well, they basically were like, yeah, hey, how about you are the standing army of the plane if we need one? Like, for example, a war breaks out and you can just, help. Ironically, there was a big war on that plane. So, like, you'd be like, hey, if everyone cooperates on that plane, why would they need an army? They ironically needed an army. And the Boros literally just were like, hey, here's a whole legion of angels at the Flying Fortress, fuck you. They rebuilt that thing, there was another one, it's the second. And, like, yeah, or there's just like, hey, here's, they were like, hey, we need someone to take care of science in this city. And they were like, oh, hey, how about that one guild full of weirdo elves that just are kinda obsessed with, enhancing and perfecting themselves. So, the people that will take care of your healthcare are also those who are like, hey, do you want a claw for your hand? I could give you a claw for your hand. And tentacle as feet. That could be useful at some point in your life. And on the other hand, you literally have like people who don't want to have anything like who actually hate, they literally kind of hate society and just
Is your bridge done soonish, by the way?
No, wait, the trans being good. So you know what? There are a bunch of those. Like, and there's even like, oh hey, what are those? Like the green black girl. You're like, oh, what are those for? And they're like, waste disposal. And you're like, that actually makes kind of sense. Or you literally have one guild where everyone's like, oh yeah, they just have been killed because everyone hates those spying assholes. And then turns out, no, they just kind of faked their death, so no one expected the spying assholes again until they were like, surprise! Because, you see, the spying assholes kept, the white blue guild in check, which is basically the police force, and they're just minority report on steroids because they're like obsessed with keeping law and order, and they can actually arrest you for thinking about crime. They're like, yeah, you thought about doing it, so you will probably do it. And if you then just say, oh, this could be easy to rob a person, well, fuck you. That is just more on your case. I love Ravnica, it's just because again the thing is the plane is dysfunctional, but they kind of made it work. It's just like, yeah, it's dysfunctional, but it's their dysfunctional. You just have the rules, and like, yeah, the rules definitely will make problems, but also I guess the rules take care of the of one part of the nature that's still there, that is not Selesnya, who are, basically just a fucking cult. But they also take care of the ill, so they're not that bad. And then you have stuff like Azorius, who are like, yes, they are like the worst cops to ever cop in existence. But then again, the whole plane is kind of that fucked.
They also own your ancestors.
What? No, that is Orzhov.
Oh, yeah, right.
That's Orzhov. That's white-black. Every color combination has a guild. And every guild has a place. And you're like, yes, but it's kind of the worst to do. Because you see, Orzhov takes care of banking. And, general financial stuff. They are also a church. Yes, Orzhov is literally the second basically religious cult on that fucking plane. And their thing is literally, they're run by fucking specters, like ghosts. They're literally run by ghosts, and you could just pay for your absolution. Yes, Orzhov. Again, it's a fun plane because you couldn't really make a more dysfunctional fantasy dystopia to a degree, like dystopian city. And it just has character. So the problem is, if you make something on Ravnica, you kind of have to make it about the guilds. And you know what the shocking part is? They did it 3 times. 3 times. With flying colors. They had 3 Ravnica blocks. And they are all good. You can draft them all. The most impressive thing is even how they weaved, how story and stuff progresses on the plane. Because you see, there is, for example, the Rakdos Guild. Because you see, a lot of the guilds are named after their original founder, but a lot of them are dead. But some aren't, because this is fantasy, and Rakdos is a fucking demon. You see, the Rakdos Guild is there for entertainment. The Rakdos are also a blood cult. I mean, they're like entertainment in the sense that They are Space Station 14 clowns that love to juggle fire and think pipe bombs are really funny. That is Rakdos. They are a circus that endangers their viewers. So anyway, the funniest part about them is Rakdos is still their guild leader, and he just goes to sleep every, few centuries or so, like decades. And when he's asleep, a bunch of witches just backstep for control of the guild. And then he just wakes up and everything just becomes just a gigantic fuck off circus again. It's just amazing. Again, that's Ravnica. I love this plane. There's a reason I actually own the source book, they made for D&D 5th edition, because I'm not even... Like, you could put Ravnica in so many TTRPG systems because it's this much of a good plane, and I will get the source book for it because, like, I want to know the shit about that plane. It is this good. So they fucked up a Ravnica set. Because, you see, Murder at Karlov Manor is... It's a fucking set about detectives. Let me just put it like this. You would probably think, what? And like, yeah, I guess someone dies and the thing is that, someone, like, if someone gets murdered that is, relevant, it's probably again on Ravnica, because this is like Ravnica is like kind of the most important city in the whole multiverse. But like, imagine this, okay? They literally are like, oh hey, let's make a whole lot of detective stuff in there. And you're like, oh, is this something that, will feature the guilds? Because, like, you see, there were murders already on, like, in a previous storyline, they already had murders in Ravnica. And one of the crucial things is, when there's murder, there are some guilds that spring into, like, you have at least 5 guilds that would like to spring into action, because they're probably kinda invested in it. Boros, because, they're the fucking okay, Azorius. Azorius would be, like, the main guild. And it would be kind of interesting to have, like, a whole thing about the Azorius guild. But, like, Azorius, the Dimir, the Boros, you could probably even say, how are they? What was the black-green ones again?
Green one. I forget them. It's not the Gruul.
It's not Gruul. It's
Gruul, red-green.
Red-green. Gruul is red-green.
Azorius.
I like them, actually.
What?
Black-green is a great color to draft.
Wait. Boros, Azorius, Orzhov, Elf-fuckers. The other elf-fuckers.
How many elf-fuckers are there?
At least 2. No, I don't. I don't. Well, I won't remember, I think.
Fuck! Hey, right, Rakdos are the cult of Rakdos. Okay, sorry, it's... Golgari!
Yes.
The Golgari swarm. I am so stupid. But like, yeah. Here's the thing. The last set was already, like the last Ravnica block was already split into having 5 guilds per set. You could have done that again. Which means you would have needed to make a second Ravnica set, which would make it again, a good block, because you had 2 Ravnica sets. But anyway, the thing is, again, there's a murder spree on Ravnica. You would have the Azorius, you would have the Boros, you would have the Demir, you would definitely have, the Golgari, and, the Golgari do a lot of stuff in the shadows. They would be interested to know who that is, because they're assassins. They would definitely love to cover their tracks. Similar to the Rakdos, they also have assassins, so they probably would be like, it's not us. But, they probably don't care. But Golgari would definitely be like, who's infringing on our stuff? And Orzhov, because, you see, guess who died? For all I know, someone tried to kill the guild leader of the Orzhov. You know what the funniest thing about that point is? That specific point. They can't die. Remember that whole part about them being ghosts? They're undying? You can't kill them, really. So,
normally, yeah.
Yeah, that's kind of pointless. Isn't it? And you know what they did then? You just take a wild guess what they did then. You see, there are 12 guilds on Ravnica. 12 guilds that do everything. Again, everything is kind of split between those guilds. And if something overlaps, they sometimes, they don't cooperate, but they work towards the same goal. There's no just a detective guild. There's just a detective guild. And 80 detectives. Because they made detective an archetype. So everyone wears silly fedoras. I am not making this up. They took that plane. What? President talks about such dirty topics. I'm sorry. I like
Nobody said you should be sorry.
That's a great part of you.
Okay. Indeed. Wow. But yeah, I was in fact even going. I forgot to remind you to keep building the bridge while you talked. I mean,
I wanted to, but
yeah, it's just. You see what I mean, right? You just see what I mean. Why? And this is I know, to a certain degree. There are still, a lot of old people there. And they, at Wizards, and they do, really good design work still, in a bunch of cases. But, and even they admitted Karlov Manor was just not that good. And you're like, Okay. Why did you do it then? Like, I don't know. It's Ravnica. How do you fuck up Ravnica? Oh well. Yeah, it's just. Oh no, we now have a detective guild. I hate this. I hate this with a passion. You had the Azorius. You could literally have said, they formed an alliance to find shit out. Just, that would have made sense. It's just so fucking weird to be like, look, there's now, there's an elephant with big ears spying on, like... Hey, why did it need to be Ravnica? Why couldn't you just... I keep building.
You do?
Yeah.
How nice of you.
Actually, yeah. I'm just... No, sorry, I can't say that. Like, how the fuck do you do this? Like, who was in charge while they just, were like, oh, hey, we want to make, like, a murder plot on Ravnica. Like, everyone's like, oh, you know what? That doesn't sound that bad. And then someone is just like, I want to be there, like, a new guild that is, actually doing all the detective work and is, like, super cool and doing this, like, oh, hey, are we doing this? Are we doing our Resident Evil 2 movie? The thing where everyone's like, my original character is so much better than the series character. Do not steal. Are we doing this? Are we just fucking doing this? Because I hate it. I hate it with a passion. There's one step. There's two. Okay, there's one step. Two step. To this. It is like this. It is like this. We have two. And then we have like this. Long. I'm sorry. I know someone probably wrote this. Like, hey, even
Probably.
You know what? It's probably not even as bad as... Actually, you know what? No. Fuck this shit. It is kind of as bad as some of those character assassinations they did for, look, I am Wizard of the Coast. I will hire now people to write books about my storyline, because that storyline got really popular because the writers of our design team made a story with characters people like. Now we definitely have to put people in charge that have no fucking idea about the story. What did you say? Oh, they just did the homophobia. Shucks. Maybe we'll, do that, like, revert course, like, years later. I'm not fucking kidding about this, by the way. I'm not even kidding a single fucking bit. They still have writers. It's just, again, they just do some really bad shit sometimes. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There we go. Okay. Because, oh yeah, by the way, if anyone is like, what is she talking about? What do you mean? What do you mean character assassination? See, here's the thing, okay? I hate Call of Mana because it's a character assassination of a whole fucking plane. I know some new people might be like, you can't say shut up. But like, I still remember what they did during War of the Spark. So, the thing is, this was the big thing. They worked up for War of the Spark was like 4 years a storyline they made. They, built up their big baddie. They went and were like, let's set this up. There will be a big showdown on Ravnica. Everyone is gonna be there. Like, it's gonna be like Smash Bros. It's just a big showdown. And there's one thing. There are a few things you need to keep in mind. They set up 3 romance lines. 3. And they all were pretty good because they, involved characters people knew, and quite importantly, characters people cared about. I'm just confused. Something about the bridge is off. Something is off, and I do not know what where I went wrong.
Can you test drive my bridge?
I can definitely test drive your bridge. So here's the thing. Again, over the course of multiple sets, they established 3 pairings.
That's your boat.
Yeah, okay.
That's also important.
That is low.
Yeah, but,
I mean, I can get through it.
I can't make it any more sharp in curvature without it looking really, really ugly.
I guess, I get that.
Maybe someone else can, but I can't. But it's a 4 white bridge, though. So, need help with the bridge?
Yeah. Did I miss? No, it's symmetrical. Where did I
can
go?
count it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 26, no, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33. It's 33. Is it meant to be 33?
Yeah.
Okay. Then it should be more or less correct.
Something is off.
What's off?
Like, look,
Huh?
there are 4 on this side. Wait, 5 on this. What? No. This is correct. Yeah, look at this. Look at this. Am I hallucinating? So there should be one
1, 2,
deep,
3. 1, 2, 3.
and there's now 3. That's symmetrical,
Yep.
but it's not symmetrical on the other side.
Yeah.
Why?
You fucked something up with counting. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 1. You have the same arching structure.
No, it's actually symmetrical now. What?
I
Am I
think
just-
you're just tired and seeing shit weird.
Yes, I guess this is the case.
Also, Ruben still has way too many animals. Am I allowed to butcher some of them?
We could definitely first.
Huh?
Could we just wait with that a bit?
Yeah.
Okay. Because they're still in the spawn chunks. You know?
That is true. Wait a second. It's one.
At least inform him before he do it.
Well, he's asleep, so it doesn't make a difference.
Yeah.
It would be a fun surprise for next time.
Surprise! Your animals are dead.
I don't want to kill them all. I want to have them. Oh, there's an Enderman with a block.
What?
There's an Enderman with a block.
Oh god, I have the bridge is almost done. Okay, the Tomu Nexus is a member of the server. That is true.
Yeah, and we already have that. So his whole, like, I don't know how many fucking cows are a bit of, you know?
That's true. Tomodex is basically the mascot. So other animals kind of deserve to die. Point.
Oh well. But yeah. Okay, so basically, again, they had 3 relationships they set up. And some of them were in relationships before that, but we get to that. So first of all is the whole thing with Jace and Vraska. So the thing is, you see Vraska's with Gorgon. And Gorgons are like... people just kind of despise them on Ravnica. So... And you need to keep in mind, Jace was the living guild pact. He was like, even though kind of by accident, the quite literal definition of what, law and order was in Ravnica. And, then there's this whole thing with the fact that Vraska wasn't only a Gorgon, she was a Gorgon assassin.
To assassinate him. Specifically.
Yeah, she tried to assassinate him. But you see, they had this fun thing in writing called amnesia. And Yeah, okay, you know what? I say the fun thing in writing called amnesia, but like, it basically what happened. They had a whole adventure and shit with pirates and stuff, and they fell in love. And also, Vraska was definitely their attempt at doing like a trans analogy. So, yes, this was like one big thing because you need to also keep in mind Jace was before that in an abusive relationship with Liliana Vess. We get to her. So Liliana is, by the way, necromancer, and she's well, she's traumatized. She's a trauma girl, okay? And one of the key things you need to keep in mind is that she was also around there, but did different things. So, you know, Jace and Vraska were like, we're going through this shit together, and, you know, it was a pretty powerful and good love story. And then you had Liliana, you know, actually starting to, you know, like Gideon. And because, you know, she has trust issues and other problems and trauma. We all know that kind of story. And one of the key things about that is that Gideon was kind of like the first person she could actually open up to. Because Gideon is like the goodiest good white boy, you know, besides, I guess, Ajani, but Ajani doesn't count. Like, he's literally the definition of a Greek hero, and he helped her to actually just, you know, get out of... Like, he was there for her. This was important for her. Like, keep that in mind. We now have 2 relationships whose main thing is that they, you know, that the people who are in those relationships...
Cult.
What?
Cult.
You cult them. Yes, okay.
Yes.
You know, that
I
those...
told him like last time already, move them out of there, or I will call them, so I think that's fine. Assuming he still remembers that I told him that.
Probably not, actually. So yeah, those were very fucking important. Just to the whole overall narrative, because again, this was healing for 2 of them, like major healing and, you know, big, you know, social implications, the whole shebang. And then there was the 3rd one. So you see, there were 2 female planeswalker called Chandra and Nissa. They are, in fact, gay. This was something everyone, literally everyone, expected to be just said during War of the Spark. Why? Because fucking everyone was on board with that. Nissa and Chandra were like, oh yeah, they are the lesbians of Magic the Gathering, and holy shit, they were fan favorites. People were like, no, those 3, those were like the biggest thing you need to keep in mind. People were like, you know, oh hey, Liliana can heal and become a better person, and then you had like and then you had, you know, the whole thing with, you know, Chase and Vraska. And again, 2 lesbians, and people loved them. So, anyway, Wizards of the Coast decided, for some reason, that, in fact, you know, the writing team that people loved was just not enough. They need to go bigger. They need to go bolder. They need to hire book authors. So they released a book, you know, when War of the Spark released. This book was bad. Actually, no, it wasn't just bad. It was insulting. Because you see, when you have the storyline set up, over years by a certain group of people, they should kind of finish that, right? And not that all of their work just gets disregarded by some asshole and thrown out the window. Literally thrown out of the window. Just because, just because. You know what was in that book? You know what was in that book? He literally made a paragraph all about Chandra just going, actually, I'm totally not into girls. Like, I'm so heterosexual. I'm so into cock. Oh, fuck, I love cock. It's like, you're like, holy shit.
You know what I'm realizing?
Mm-hmm.
The library is not finished. They're missing some glass windows. There is a side building that's apparently be built but not finished. Weird.
So yeah, that happened.
Yeah.
The books were so bad.
It was like, wow, Wizards, you could just, like, say it doesn't count or didn't happen or something. I don't know.
They had, like, you know what? They had to wait another whole fucking storyline to be able to say, yeah, okay, you know what, Chandra and Lisa are totally a thing. You know, the thing everyone knew already. Everyone expected to be in War of the Spark. That thing had to wait because they just had to do this shit.
Looks like you kinda chewed a bit, took a bit too much of a bite here with the bridge.
It's almost done. I'm just ranting too much. I could shut up and finish the bridge, but I think people want to hear my ranting even though it's 5 a.m. Do we still want to take a walk after that?
Probably not.
Then again, we had probably the most efficient Minecraft session in years. Well, not years.
Well, we used creative this time, so.
Yeah, but like at least we made some infrastructure progress.
Mm-hmm. Will there be lamps in here?
I think so, but let me just build the roof.
Mm-hmm. Well, we can decide then. So, Melissa, what are you doing? Are you exploring? Are you exploding?
Exploding would not
right
be
now.
that useful.
I'm exploding with anticipation. I'm still waiting for leather to show up. But it takes some time.
Huh? Leather?
Leather.
You don't have enough leather?
Yeah.
Ah, yeah, there isn't much anymore.
Yeah.
And apparently you also didn't respect how the things are set up here. They are like that for a reason. So that stuff can accumulate in those slots. Not that you use them up.
Yeah, I didn't know, sorry.
I mean, makes sense, right? Otherwise it will be cluttered. If they hadn't nerfed the villager stuff, could have built a villager shop that's like real cheap. Okay, you could make lots of emeralds there and just trade for leather. Or books. But I kinda didn't want to. I was burnt out.
Yeah, fuck this shit. And you know what? This was so bad because, okay, someone at Wizards of the Coast literally thought, you know what? These books will be such a huge success. We can just keep doing them. We can just keep. Oh wait, this was a bust. Oh, fuck. Yeah. So they literally went and were like, let's just cancel all of them. So literally sets afterwards had no fucking storyline. Oh well, they had some storyline you could infer from the cards, but there were no books. There was nothing.
Can I hang the lamps now?
Okay, yeah, sure. You know where I want to hang them?
I guess of every red arch.
Every red arch in the middle. Yes, you're completely right. You're smart.
That makes sense. If you want to be really efficient, it's too much, but it looks nice. And more light is good.
Also some on the outside. And there we go.
Big build.
Yeah, I don't know if this is like that good, but you know, it exists and it's probably looking pretty good.
I'm confused why you put those up here.
Because that just finishes the roof. That they have stuff like that on those bridges. Or should I remove it?
I don't know.
Chat, what are you saying?
Especially like look here from the way you would actually see it.
It looks like a handle, right? It's
Yeah,
kind of funny.
if you fly, that's not the position from which we would see it. Your choice. Could also look from room side, like back here. There you can see it. And from the cars at the back, I guess.
Yeah.
Or like generally here.
It looks pretty solid, I think, from below.
Looks okay. I'm not sure, but yeah.
Let me just, in the end, go and... Oh, you know what? Ha.
As long as you delete it afterwards.
Yeah, I will delete it. I just do this for the meme.
Will not be useful, but still. Well,
And with
let's
that,
hope Ruben likes the new bridge.
well, it's a lot of work I put into it.
Yeah.
If you want, I can also try next days to go after the other bridge.
Wait. The bridge is good. I asked you.
It's a good bridge, but I mean maybe a bit more arching?
Can't really do that. I mean, you can, but it looks stupid at that point.
Fair point.
And you can, like on a real bridge. Like, you can boat under it, and you still have full visibility. Your head is not inside of something.
Yeah, true. God damn it. But yeah, holy shit. What I can say though is, the books were bad. And like, oh, by the way, you think like, you know, just literally canceling the lesbians they meticulously set up for that was bad? You know what? Jason and Vraska were also not a thing anymore. You know, the heterosexual pairing, they did the double whammy. People were into the heterosexual pairing and the other ones, and this one writer managed to fuck up all of them in one go. Like, I know, a bunch of people are always like, you know, shippers and stuff, or like, you know what, I don't care about the queer people, as long as I have my head pairings. But like, they nuked those from orbit as well. Like, Jace and Vraska shippers? Yeah, sorry, you know what? Jace is now back with Liliana. Everyone is just like, what? Those two? You need to keep in mind, Liliana and Jace, as I said, was the toxic relationship. They both had trauma. And also, you need to keep in mind, during that storyline, and the thing that still happened, but it's just, again, she just, I guess, ignored that. Liliana Vess developed feelings for Gideon. Gideon sacrificed himself so she could live. He quite literally took over her. Like, okay, you keep in mind, she had a pact with demons. And due to, fine print, now the big bad evil guy owned that. And she would just die, incinerate to pieces after, if she ever went against him.
Well, originally them, but a lot of things happened.
Yeah, there's a lot of things. There's a lot of stuff happened, but this was also just kind of his plan. Anyway, so Gideon literally took that burden upon himself and died for her because he was like, you're a good person and you should have a chance of doing good in life. I already did my part. Imagine having this fucking setup in a storyline. Literally about a person that was already broken getting a second chance. And, still have to, experience the person you fell in love with again. Like, you actually fell in love with dying for you. And then just some fuckers like, actually just go back to your abusive relationship. Nothing mattered. Nothing. Nothing fucking mattered. Vraska didn't matter. Gideon didn't matter. Nothing mattered. They just pissed off everyone in one fell swoop.
Yeah. And apparently nobody read the thing before they released it.
Yeah, no one did, apparently. And so they just literally nuked all the next books that were coming up because, oops, that was bad and shouldn't have happened.
So, what do you think about our works today?
Oh yeah, we did. We promised we will build infrastructure, and we went insanely overtime to build infrastructure. We built the dam TM, which. Here's the thing. Okay, can I say one thing?
It still needs to be beautified.
Either that, or we also just lower it, because then you could actually sail into it, and we could make it a harbor.
But then we would also need to lower the whole bottom here.
Water, I know. Yeah.
No, not the water. The floor.
I know. Is that too hard?
No, it's just work.
Yeah. I mean, it's a thing we could do. But yeah, the temple, the shrine, now has a pavilion that actually looks pretty good now. And so, yeah, we have the entrance to our nether hub. We have the road connecting to basically all the houses around the spawn. We have 2 fancy new bridges, and
one is a bit more fancy.
One is a bit more fancy, but still they're the 2 fancy bridges, They are 2 fancy bridges, and yeah, I guess next time we are building stuff that could be soonish actually. We might start working on the train station. And
you really want a train station to where?
I mean, we have a nether portal, probably soon a harbor, and I guess a train station.
There is a nether portal.
We have a nether portal, maybe soon a harbor, and I guess then we just should build at least some minecart tracks, because...
Yeah, I'm agreeing, but my point is, a station needs a destination, aka another station. So,
my villager?
The village is directly connected with the portal, so that makes no sense.
Yeah. We can have two at once.
That still doesn't make much sense. Where's Paul's brick? That's also connected with another
Nearly
portal.
everything has a portal nearby. Yes, I know. That's the thing.
Because we haven't them spaced out like extremely wide. We have them like every 800 blocks, basically.
There's a cube soon. Actually, should we just go and take a look at Paul's cube?
Yeah. Ooh, there's an archway.
Oh. Yeah. You know what? That would actually be worthwhile for if it's done and if it's filled with something. It's just a hole. Yeah, I know.
At the moment.
At the moment. But if it's done, we should definitely make a minecart track, just like at least coming from the direction and just passing the cube in some way. I don't think they should be going through the cube, but at least passing the cube, just that people are like, just can just witness the cube.
Like, look, that's the direction to spawn. Along the coastline.
Oh, okay. Yeah, we could do
So
something.
there's also the thingy.
The ocean monument.
Yeah. Need to go much further in the blue direction.
People are like, what the fuck? Yeah, this is one of the reasons why I think a minecart track is still interesting, because you can definitely...
As a side thing too, yes, but we need to fill the track with stuff.
Oh, wait, there's something here. Oh, wait, what have you done, Marissa?
What have?
I mean, impressive, but like, that poor bee.
I don't think she sees that one.
I didn't do anything.
It's on the rooftop. You hate that bee.
I'm rescuing the
What?
bee.
Wait a second. If there's a...
Yeah, there was a bee.
There was a
on
bee stuck on her.
leave that there.
Oh yeah, sure.
Yeah,
Have
you
a
go
good
to
sleep.
bed.
It is late. But yeah. Oh damn
Lots
you,
of chicken.
cat.
An ungodly
Wait, no,
amount
that is not Marissa. That is Dahlia's.
Still an ungodly amount of chicken.
Yeah. I'm stupid. This is that. I thought Marissa upgraded her house. No. Oh, there are
No,
smaller houses now
I
here.
didn't do anything.
This is-
Yes, I didn't do much. I explored most of the time.
Still, that's not that bad. We need a fucking map tool. I don't know how, but we need a map tool.
Most map tools are not really continued. We could make a gigantic map like Dahlia did.
Yeah, but that needs to be updated.
Yeah, but we can do that by...
Yeah, the Casa de Brick is now also... It has a roof. It has a roof. That's impressive. And...
Yes.
We are now in the... We did some infrastructure building. I mean, I guess we do... we should really make this a harbor. And then we just have to wait and see. And you want to make a floodplain behind the...
It was an idea.
I'm actually down for that idea. If there's like just this floodplain into the forest.
Yeah.
Then, the shrine would also be like a big separation and make like a natural barrier, besides our harbor here. But yeah, sad that they now
Where do you
sink
want the harbor?
at the same point where it is now. Just we lower the water.
Yeah.
We lower the water so that you don't need to. I think that needs to be like two, but it's doable.
Too lower, yeah.
Too low, and then we just make it like a harbor in here, and then
It's too low. If you wanted to go up, I could just put soul sand in here.
no, then it would still sink.
Nope. It wouldn't. soul sand is the opposite. Should I prove my
Yes.
theory?
Yes.
And let me look where our soul sand is, because I at least want to know what to deduct. Okay,
Dun, 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 dun.
just take this. You need to get in the boat. You need to get in the boat. You need to get in the boat.
No, you do it.
You need to get in the boat.
Oh, it works.
Of course it works.
Then
I'm not
Do
stupid.
we want to make this like just one big thing to go up?
One big thing to go up. Ah, you mean you want to make it one big thing?
Yeah.
Well, then first remove the ones here. And then we make... Ooh.
After building
Spooky.
infrastructure, we are building more infrastructure. We
Yes.
just can't help ourselves, chat.
So, we make a bucket. And then we fill... Oops. Like this. Let's try it with, oops, okay, I fucked up. Let's try it with one row first. Is one row enough?
No.
That one better? If not, I add a third row.
We need a third row.
Okay. You can't just, you know,
No, I want to
do so. You can. Okay, can you get up there normally?
No, we need to make the two-step thing actually.
Yeah, I thought so. Only if you do it slowly, maybe.
Yeah, no, that is janky. Let's just do the other thing.
Okay. I think that's how we did it.
No.
Wait a second. Try it like this. What's this?
No, because there's no bubbles here.
No bubbles there.
Yeah.
I want bubbles there.
No.
I thought so. Let me try. And then I guess...
Make it flatter.
Huh?
You probably need to make it flatter.
try again first?
No. Because now I run
You're
into...
too fast!
It should be...
Fuck no! It should not. Why is it weird here? Huh?
I don't know.
Can you get up there now?
For soul sand, I can't.
There's still one thing weird here. Okay, at least it's equal now.
Okay, if I'm slow, it doesn't work.
Even weirder. Better now.
Let me just check. No. No.
Huh,
It's
why did
literally
it
not
work?
bubbling there.
Why? Well, it should be. It's bubbling everywhere, by the way.
Because it needs to be one below the surface? No.
Probably.
Oh yeah, yeah. We would be done anyway if this wasn't...
I just added something. Try again.
No.
We need to acquire some technical knowledge to resolve that one.
I think I know what the problem is.
Uh-huh.
We should not have this thing here.
Sure.
If this is gone, if it's just actually flat, then we could probably move upwards as long as there are bubbles.
Problem is... Oh, wait. I have an idea. Better?
No. I mean, maybe I can look. I don't think that is going to work.
Oh, fuck. I fucked this one up. How do I fix that one?
No, I still run into it.
Yeah, that's not the point. There were blocks anyway there. Why did you try?
I wanted to see.
No, you can't see. I'm saying I fucked up here. Because I set a block there that shouldn't have been there. Because you wanted it flat, remember? Is it flat enough for you?
Yes, I guess, but we should maybe do this tomorrow.
Sure. It was just like, if you
Can
want
you
to...
maybe put some soul sand then, if we want to try?
First you make day.
That actually works.
Okay. Oh, I fucked up because you went away. Would you try again?
That's too sharp.
I said try.
Okay. But it's
Needs some optimization. Yeah. I already filled it.
Okay,
Just
everyone.
Yeah.
Yeah. This was the infrastructure stuff, and we built too much infrastructure, and we need to make this one nicer. And I have an idea how we do this in the future. So yeah, thanks everyone for tuning in.
Sorry to keep you up this long.
If
I guess.
if you stayed with us until this time, holy shit! You have stamina. You have unparalleled stamina.
Well, we also
we did stuff.
But we also were awake that long with us.
Yeah.
So
Anyway,
I guess not unparalleled, but good stamina.
yeah. See you all probably on. I probably also on stream tomorrow. See you on Sunday for The Evil Within. Holy shit! It's actually the sun's up. Fuck. Anyway, see you on Sunday.
Yes.
Bye.
Go to sleep.
Bye.